Thank you so much for tuning in. We are going to talk about free handouts. Free handouts. In our local language, we say Tantameni. Tantameni, Tantameni, Tantameni. That's our subject today. Oh my Jesus Christ. I'm so happy with this subject today. You know, Tantameni. Free handouts. Let's talk about free handouts. In one of our local languages in Zambia, we call it Tantameni. Tantameni. We want to find out if Tantameni is okay or is not. You see? Because, we hear so many people complain or comment on the word Tantameni, you know. For example, I can say that to some people, Tantameni is good. And to the other group of people, Tantameni is like, is something that they don't look at it as good, okay? To some people, Tantameni is not good. Whereas to some people, Tantameni is okay. Whereas to the majority, Tantameni is something that they need for survival. So because it's affecting so many people, we have to talk about Tantameni. So if you are not subscribed to this channel, this is your time. I can tell you that you have missed out. This is your time to subscribe to this channel and make sure you hit the notification bell because we discuss so many issues here. And this is a platform for every Zambian. If you want to come here live, just send us your email. Then make sure you download your Skype account. And then we'll be able to put you on Skype if you are too far. If you are in this area, we can always invite you to the studio so that you can express yourself. This is a platform for Zambians. Of course, we accept other nationalities because, they have a voice to say. But this is a voice for Zambians. It can also accept other nationalities. If they have a voice, they want to say something, they are all welcome. So make sure that you are subscribed and the notification bell is on, and you make your comments and you let your friends know about this. You like the channel so we can grow as a community. Now, what we are going to discuss here is not absolute. This means that you can also add something to what we are talking about. If you feel that what we are talking about, you can always say something, or you can say thank you, or you can comment anything, you know. And I want to seize this opportunity because I've seen so many people say, oh, BAPHIRI, thank you for this topic. Oh, thank you for this topic. I want to appreciate all the people that have been thanking me, that have been encouraging me to continue with this, you see. Because this is a tough call, you know. So at least I need encouragement from some people. And some of you people that have been sending me messages to say, thank you, BAPHIRI. I really appreciate those messages. And let me just tell you that those messages mean a lot to me. They encourage me sometimes when I'm discouraged, because I'm a human being like everybody else. You know, I get discouraged, I get tired, I'm just regular like everybody else, you know. So those messages are good, and I want to thank you for all those messages, you know. I know some people have said, oh, BAPHIRI, we want to come over there. Yes, you can come here. Just make sure that you have a Skype account and you send me your name or your email, then I will connect you to this channel. and you can express yourself. Okay, let's go back to our topic today, Tantameni. Tantameni. Is Tantameni bad or good? Is Tantameni okay? Because I have seen that some parts of the country, the majority of the country, or let me say, a lot of people feel that Tantameni is okay. Whereas some people feel that Tantameni means laziness. Oh, no, 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 you should work hard. You should go and work hard. Free stuff is nowhere to be seen no more. And they are trying to make it like free stuff is evil, is bad. And they want to associate with the PF. Whereas work hard is the only way to go. And they want to associate that with Upnd. Now, I am here to analyze these things. You know me, I'm just, I'm a genuine Zambian. I'm a well-meaning Zambian. Okay? So if Upnd is correct, I will speak it out. That in this case, I think, I will speak my mind that in this case, I think Upnd is correct. If PF is correct, I will still speak my mind that I think PF is correct. You know? So let us talk about this Tantameni thing, you see. And if you have got comments on this one, I really want you to say something in the comment section. Make sure you comment something in the comment section, because I have been made to comment on this this subject of Tantameni, because you see, I see so much hypocrisy. You understand me? I see so much hypocrisy. You know, we have got so many forums in Zambia. You know, we have so many forums in Zambia, you know, WhatsApp forums. And I see people that are with me on the same WhatsApp. You know, they would come to this forum and say, Tantameni is bad. It means laziness. You know, you have to work hard. You know, all you have to do is work hard. You know, and it's true, there are some people who are working hard. They are working hard. And in 1 year and some months, they are able to buy their wives or girlfriends expensive cars. You know, expensive cars. Cars that are costing thousands upon thousands of US dollars. You see? They are working hard. Hard work. It's good to work hard. It's good to work hard. But my question is, how many people in Zambia can be employed as a director of a particular department in the government? How many people can be employed to be able to buy very expensive cars worth millions of kwacha? How many people can be employed in those jobs so that everybody in the country can work hard, so that we don't have to worry about Tantameni? You find that the answer is very low. The number will be very low. Okay? So this means that Tantameni is going to be with us for a very long time. You see? Because even this issue of saying, okay, let's give tax breaks to the investors, hoping that the investors can grow much richer, and if they are so rich, they can now become, they can now create employment, and that employment can actually help the majority of Zambians. You know, that line of thinking, right, that line of thinking used to be true many years ago, not now. It used to be true many years ago, not now, you see. Because now technology has taken over, you see. Technology has taken over. Let's give an example of the mines. When we say that, okay, let's give tax breaks or tax holidays to the mines, we are hoping that the mines can grow, they can grow richer, and when they grow richer, they can create employment, and then all the majority of the Zambians can get employed. You see, that's the reasoning behind tax holidays for the investors in the mines. But the truth of the matter is that those things, that line of thinking is no longer true. It used to be true maybe 30 years ago, or 40 years ago, or 50 years ago. It used to be true. But today it's no longer true because the investors are using technology. So you find that investors can come in Zambia. Maybe they can just come with one machine, and one machine is doing the job of maybe 500 people. Because of technology, that line of thinking is no longer the case. That line of thinking is no longer correct. You see, because technology has removed all that benefit that used to be there for tax holidays. You see? So Tantameni becomes an obvious thing. You see? Tantameni becomes an obvious thing. And I know some praise singers, you know, specifically UPND praise singers. Those praise singers. I'm not talking about the reasonable UPND members. I'm not talking about the New Dawn members. I'm not talking about the regular UPND Zambians. I'm not talking about all those. I'm talking about those far right, hardcore. Those people that are always defending, even if something is wrong, they will say it's okay. No, those are the people I'm talking about. I'm not talking about those regular UPND members. No, I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about those ones who will find something to defend. For example, 12 hours of load shedding, they will say it's okay because at least he has told us. Have you seen? I'm talking about those people that I'm not using their brain. The praise singers. Those are the ones I'm talking about. The reason why I'm talking about these praise singers, right, is because they are also coming to my inbox. Okay? After criticizing Tantameni on the forums and on the social media, they criticize Tantameni, but they will jump into the inbox and say, oh, BAPHIRI, something because kuna fitina fishupa. And then I'm surprised. I say, but are you not the same person who was saying load shedding is okay because you have been given a schedule or a schedule, you know? I'm talking about those people who are saying, oh, no. Gas to be bought on this price is okay because we have to work hard. Those are the people I'm talking about. You know? Those praise singers who don't see anything, even if they destroy the boots for the people that are using Airtel to send money out. You destroy all that, and those people have nowhere to go and work. Those people who will say, okay, it's still okay, because they were making the Lusaka city look dirty. You know? I'm talking about those people who are saying it's okay to break homes in Chingola. Those are the praise singers. You see, for them, it's yes, bwana, yes, bwana. So if such a person comes to the inbox and talk about something, then I have to comment on this because this is hypocrisy. You see, you can't criticize Tantameni and at the same time you want to tantama. How can you just say that Tantameni is evil and at the same time you are in the forefront to tantama? Ule tantama. Over senior kada ka something. At least you are not those people who say everything is okay. At least you can come to the inbox and say, oh, BAPHIRI, or something. At least that's understood. But if you are on top of criticizing, then walunda malaiti, then ulefulwa. But you are supporting, then walunda umtengo wa bunga, then ulefulwa. Those are the people we are talking about. You shouldn't fool. You shouldn't fool. When you come to Kawunganaka Nina, you shouldn't fool. When you pump for gas, now they increase the price of gas. You shouldn't fool. You shouldn't get annoyed, my brother, because you are supporting. Okay? When indeni nave sala indeni, you are saying it's okay. But then when Zambia is now trying to support another something, Angola, for the same thing that Indeni was doing, you are saying, oh yes, they are bringing investors. I mean, what kind of thinking is this, you know? Sometimes I think to myself, I said, maybe when I become president, I'll just increase the mental hospitals like Chainama. I will increase a lot of them, you know. I'll just create, just like Walungu. Walungu was building a lot of hospitals, you know. What I'll do on top of what Walungu did, right, is to also build more Chainama hospitals everywhere. Because it's strange to me and it's so amazing that people will support something and then at the same time they are complaining when the consequences of what they supported is biting them, you know. The consequences of what you supported is now affecting you, then you get annoyed. But you are supporting the same thing. Let me tell you, my brother, my view. Let me explain my view. This is my personal view about Tantameni. BAPHIRI, the senior cadre himself, I believe in Tantameni. I believe in Tantameni. I have to repeat that. Tantameni is a good thing. Tantameni is a good thing. And I'll tell you what, Tantameni is in the Bible, okay? You find a lot of examples about Tantameni in the Bible. You also find a lot of examples about Tantameni, even in rich countries. Let's not even give an example of Zambia because we can easily say, oh, Zambia is a poor country, or Zambia this or that, Zambia that. Okay, let's put Zambia aside. Even in rich countries, they are Tantamika, they are citizens. Even people who are not their citizens, they also Tantamika. Tantameni is everywhere. Tantameni is in the Bible. Tantameni started with God, okay? That's why I support Tantameni. Free handouts, I support it. Even when we come to the history of Zambia, we go back to Unip, which was the first political party to form government in Zambia. Okay. Even Unip used to Tantamika people. Okay. Me, I'm a beneficiary of Unip Tantameni. I am here because of Unip Tantameni. Okay. So the idea that, oh, Tantameni is bad, Tantameni... No. Let's not demonize something that is good. Let's not demonize something that is godly, okay? It's in the Bible. You know, the famous, let me start with the Bible before I come to other examples. Number one, God himself. You see, when you look at most of the, one of the famous scriptures in the Bible, I'm not preaching. Please, people, don't shoot me, don't fight me, I'm not preaching. When you look at the scripture in the Bible, it says, for God so loved the world that he freely gave his only son, that whosoever believes in him can tantama and receive what? Salvation. So tantameni starts with God. So iria yakwe wati tule chita criticize tantameni, right? It's not godly. Because God himself is the beginning of tantameni. Okay? If you look at even the example of Lazarus and the rich man, you know, the rich man was eating something in the table and a few drops were dropping down. And Lazarus was picking those things and eat and survive through that. That was tantameni. Okay? That was tantameni. You know, the rich man tantamika de Lazarus in the Bible. Okay? I'm not preaching, so I'm not going to go into all those things. But people know what I'm talking about. You see, even Jesus himself, he was the champion of tantameni. He was the champion of tantameni. One time, he tantamika the 5,000 people. He told his disciples, he said, you know, these people, they need to eat. So let them sit down so we can prepare tantameni for them. Yes. And Jesus prayed, and, you know, he turned those 5 loaves of bread and 2 pieces of fish, you know. He turned them into a lot of food that 5,000 people were eating, my brother, sister. 5,000 people were tantama. Valefola fyakulia. Okay? Inesindine muemba, so please also nikambisa chivemba, mungaditukadise. You know? So 5,000 people were tantama. You see? And they tantama divanafola vakudia wonse vanadia. They all get satisfied. They ate. 5,000 people were fed by Jesus for free. For free. Those people didn't pay their bill for that food. And there was some extra food that remained. So that was tantama in the Bible. Tantameni is in the Bible. So you people who are fighting tantameni, tell me where you are getting your line of thinking. Tell me. Otherwise, I can't believe you. Tell me where you are getting your line of thinking. You see? Everywhere where you see love, you will see giving. You know, when you love somebody, you are going to sacrifice something. You're going to give out something. That's an expression of love, you see. So tantameni is okay. As far as I'm concerned, I'm happy with the tantameni, you see. Because tantameni has made me to be who I am now. Okay? I tantamad for President Kaunda's free education. I tantamad and I got it. Okay? I tantamad for President Kaunda's free coupons. You know? Some people may not even understand the coupons. But I will explain about those things. I will explain in more detail when I come to differentiate between Upnd IMF bailout loan and Unip IMF bailout loan. Because you see, Upnd is the second government to get help from IMF. You see, so the first government that started with this IMF bailout loans is Unip government. So when we begin to analyze that, that will be a topic for another time. But make sure that you are subscribed so that you don't miss out that. Because we are going to differentiate the Unip IMF bailout loan and Upnd bailout loan. So we're going to see the differences there, you see, because some of us were there from the beginning of these bailout loans, you know. So this is that's a topic for another time, you know. But when you look at all that, you find that Tantameni has been there, you know. I know, I used to receive, my family used to receive coupons from the Unip government. We used to receive coupons, okay. And I used to like it, you know. And when you get those coupons, you just go to buy the food you need, you know, the mini-meal, which is now expensive. People are crying today, you know. The bag of mini-meal has skyrocketed, you know. It was, I think when PF was in power, it was somewhere around 130, and people were complaining. But now it's around 180, 190. In some remote parts of the country, it goes up to about 200 something, you know. Now, imagine if people were complaining when it was like 130, 120. Now it's over 200, it's around 200. I mean, the problem is so much. And you cannot tell me that Tantameni is evil. You cannot tell me that Tantameni is bad, okay? Because even Jesus tantamad people, even Unip government, bali to tantamika, okay? Even here in the United States, twali tantamang. Even when there was COVID, President Biden just made some laws and signed. When he finished signing that law, right, they printed a lot of money and they did very tantamika abantu, including myself. You know, very tantamika abantu, including myself. I tantamad, you know. They were giving $1,400, you know, US dollars. They just decided like that, you know. God bless them. God bless them, you know. It's nice, Tantama. So, my brother, don't lie to yourself at Tantameni. No. Tantameni is good, you know. Me, I even wished that I had so many children. I wished that I had maybe 5 children, you know. Because when we were at Tantamad, right, they were counting your children. How many children are you responsible for? You know, so some of us, we were thinking that, oh, maybe utuwanafya tutatu tulifya wido. There were other people who had like, they had like 5 children, you see, and they were tantamed, you know. What tantamika, you know, you $1,400, you 14, how many children you have? 5, okay. 1,400, 5 times plus you 6 times plus your wife is 7 times. Can you see that? That was good. Tantameni is good, my brother. Don't lie to yourself at all. Tantameni encourages laziness. No, no. Even here is there. Okay? Even here is there. Tantameni is there. So let's not lie to ourselves. So my conclusion about this subject of Tantameni is a good thing. So if you voted for a government and that government is telling you that Tantameni is not good, my brother, my sister, you made a mistake, you know. And it's okay to accept your mistake, because even me, I'm regretting. I made a mistake in 1991. I was a youth like you now. The youth like you now, I was 30 years ago, I was a youth like you, and I made the same mistake. Ukufumyapo, government, yale tutantamika. Twalifumya. We removed this government of Unip, which was tantamika us. We removed it. At least my mother, my late mother was good. She refused to come with me to MMD. She refused. You see? She remained, she was an activist. She was, my late mother, may her soul rest in peace. She shaped a lot of my life. You know, she's the one who taught me how to do business, you know. And now it's helping me, you know. May her soul rest in peace, you know. But she was right. She refused. She didn't move with me to MMD. She remained ku Unip, and she was a strong cadre kuja ku Eastern Province, kuja ku Chadiza kuja. She was a strong cadre, you know. She was one of the people that were strongholds, you know. And I know a lot of people understand that the Eastern Province was the last part to come to join MMD. They remained ku Unip, you know. And my mother was one of those people, okay? Me, I left her ku Unip and I came to MMD. And I'm regretting I should have remained with my mother, okay? I should have remained there. I'm regretting. So if you are here and you made the same mistake which I made 30 years ago, understand that it's not your fault. It's the fault of the government, because the government is not changing the education curriculum. If they changed the education curriculum, you were going to be taught all these things in school. And 30 years after, you were not going to make the same mistakes that we made 30 years ago when we were youths. You understand me? So it's not your fault. That's why you don't have to feel bad. You know, you don't have to feel bad. Just make sure that you vote wisely. Just make sure that when an election comes again in 2026, you are voting wisely. A government that is demonizing Tantameni, just know that you are going to die of starvation. Just imagine here, if they didn't Tantamika people during the COVID, how do you think that people could have survived? And we are not talking about 20 million people like in Zambia now. Here there are hundreds of millions of people. Okay? Hundreds of millions of people. Maybe 400 million people. Hundreds of millions of people. How do you think all those people can survive? If mulekanya Tantameni, how do you think all those people will survive? Tantameni is not encouraging laziness. Tantameni is godly. You know, when you love your brother, you will in a masaka ya unga 10. And then somebody, your brother, is suffering takwete nangu nothing. Even Pamela, even Atikabali, I don't know, that small thing, you know, takwete muntu. And you have plenty. You mean you can't give out something? And you say if you give out something, it's evil? No. No, people, let's be human beings. Let's come back to earth. We are on earth. Let's not be too spiritual. You know? Even these churches who are very rich in Zambia, you must start Tantamika people. You know, buy some meal, okay, and go to the rural areas and do what Jesus was doing. Not no. And then these people are just suffering, but you are collecting tithe, you are collecting offering, you know. No, it's not right. It's not right, you know. In as much as it is good for you to be comfortable, it is also good for your followers to be comfortable. You know, it's also good for your followers to be comfortable. You know. So, Tantameni is there. Even Jesus said, when that woman who poured expensive perfume on his feet, Jesus mentioned that thing when the other guy who was the accountant of Jesus, you know, he was the minister of finance for Jesus, you know. So he said, oh, no, we should have collected this expensive oil and sold it, you know. And then we were going to use the money to help the poor. Can you see that? They knew that the poor were there. And even Jesus himself, when he responded to that, he recognized the fact that the poor were there. He said, don't worry about this. You will always have the poor. You will always have the poor. You will always have the poor. Can you see that? This was Jesus himself. So Jesus himself was even admitting that there will always be the poor. So you can help them anytime. Leave this woman alone. What she has done, she has prepared for my burial. Okay? Okay, so that is very spiritual. We may not be able to interpret that. I understand it more deeper in my own way. But big pastors in Zambia can explain this more than me. Okay? Bishops, reverends, they can explain this more than me. You see, when Jesus said, okay, leave this woman alone, she's preparing for my burial. You will always have the poor with you, meaning that you can help the poor at another time because these poor will always be there. But Jesus will not always be there. So leave this woman alone to do this. You see that? So if Jesus himself is admitting that there will always be the poor, that means that there will always be a need for somebody to tantamika bantu. So you politicians who have been penalized for, or who have been accused, like Kumakopa Beltu, oh no, this MP, we have to petition his seat because he was giving up to help to people and he bought votes. No, that's not true, my brother, that's not true. Helping people is not wrong. You understand? Helping people is not wrong. Look at this now. Look at this. Look at how people are suffering now. Are you telling me that it's bad to have somebody like James Ndambo who is coming to help us? Are you telling me that it's a bad thing to buy, for James Ndambo to buy a lot of help, buses and all these things and help people? Are you telling me that that's bad? To the point that we have to frustrate James Ndambo. We have to frustrate James Ndambo. And now James Ndambo is doing the same thing that he was doing in Zambia. He's now doing it where? He's now doing it where? In Ghana. We are the ones losing. We are the ones losing. You see? So, please, Tantameni is good. That's my conclusion. If you have got a different view, I want to hear your view. So make sure you make a comment in the comment section down below. Make sure that you make that comment. I want to hear your view because my view is that Tantameni is good. Thank you for listening. God bless you so much. And I meet you in the next episode. Thank you.